All right, welcome. It is Monday evening, and it's time for a fucking beer.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
You know, those Mondays are fucking tough. I wanted to get on real quick and do a quick video. The mayor has made headlines again. He's finally growing a pair of fucking nuts. God damn it. It took him to get indicted, man. That's where I kind of have a conflict with this situation. He should have been doing this shit a long time ago. You know how New York's just been going down the gutter. And for him to wait this long to kind of speak out and grow a pair of fucking nuts, I think it's a little too late. Anyways, you got to give him his credit when it's due. And he is talking a lot of shit, and I fucking love it. Oh. Let's go ahead and see this video. As you see here, holy smokes, Mayor Eric Adams stuns a room full of liberals, declaring the CEO shooter was clearly radicalized by the leftists to hate America. I'm seeing our bench is hating the team America, and we better start acknowledging and focusing on that. We've been saying this for how fucking long, and he called us alarmists. Like I said, I was in the classroom for a long time before, and I've been saying this shit over and over. Let's hear what he has to say.
He grew up in an affluent household. His manifesto clearly is showing some signs of hating. Our children are being radicalized. I said this over and over again. And everybody's like, what are you talking about, Eric? And, our children are being radicalized to hate the America, to hate the country that put them where they are. This person had all that one wants to have, but he hated everything to the point of shooting someone. And we better deal with the radicalization of our young people. And, people could, they could complain that I'm saying it, but I'm seeing it. I'm seeing our bench is hating the team. And we better start acknowledging and focusing on that. And so having dance parties, celebrating the death of someone, I don't support that. Think about this.
All right. Now, I know some are going to say too little, too late. And I would fucking agree with you. We've been saying this shit for how fucking long already?
You don't listen, do you?
And they just kind of just push us aside and say we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're over-exaggerating. We're just alarmists. And they're, what was it? The critical race theory. It was just the truth. It's not the truth. It's a bunch of bullshit. And it's a bunch of American-hating fucking leftists that go and teach this shit to our kids.
You knew the whole time.
And we know this. Like, we know this. You should see what they teach the kids. Oh, my God. And how long have we been saying that? I don't know how that's supposed to work. Can you explain to me how that's supposed to work? Like, we're just going to teach everybody to hate the country, and that's going to make it better. I don't understand that logic.
Makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck. Oh, my.
That is the weirdest fucking logic I've ever heard of. On top of that, yes, they're over here fucking celebrating the death of this man, but they're also talking about how we need to take away guns. But it's okay when you kill a fucking rich person, a rich white person at that, right? That's one thing I don't understand. Are guns good or bad? Because in this scenario, they're pretty fucking good, I guess, according to you leftists. Now, me, I think, the insurance agencies are fucking terrible. They do a lot of shit. They leave a lot of people hanging. I'm with you on that. But I'm not going out there trying to fucking kill anybody. Now, there has to be reform. I know Trump says he's going to do reform. I know fucking Biden says he's going to do reform, but we never see it. And there has to be reform. We get that. The people have been speaking about this for a long time. And obviously, just the fucking death of this man, you can see how just people are fed up to the brink of fucking murder. To see leftists celebrating this is insane. And to see people like fucking Jimmy Kimmel talking about how his interns are, oh my God, I hope I get fucking jury duty.
I'm about to be a jailhouse bride. Because damn Shorty is so fine. I'm dead or willing to be. And one more from a young woman in our segment department, texting all my friends in New York that I hope they get called to jury duty. God, I want to do jury duty so bad.
Jimmy Kimmel, your fucking people are fucking sick. And you bitches, bro, what the fuck's up with y'all? Y'all always want to fuck these fucking killers. But toxic masculinity is okay now, I guess. This dude with this fucking unibrow over there fucking displaying toxic masculinity. But that's fine because that's hot and sexy, right? Because he killed a white person, a rich one. Now, I would love to see Jimmy Kimmel fucking explain to us how that's okay because he's a rich white person. Yeah, I'm sure he's taking advantage of a lot of people. And is it okay to kill him? I'm not saying that, by the way. I'm just saying now that logic's going to lead to fucking just senseless murders all over the country, because anybody that's rich and white and has taken advantage of somebody is deserving of the fucking death penalty by the hands of a psycho. And let's be honest, even poor people take advantage of other poor people. Like, I mean, what the fuck? It's never going to end. Now, this cycle is never going to get us to where we need to be. I'm hoping they do have some reform, but this guy kind of halted that by being a fucking psycho murderer. Now, that's one thing I do see about that. Mayor Adams, you are correct. We need a reverse track on what they're teaching these kids nowadays. Yes, you could teach the truth and fucking talk about how America has done good as well. You don't have to teach nothing but hate and talk about we're just this fucking terrible country that hates everybody. The only people that actually do benefit from this country are white people, because that obviously that's not fucking true. I mean, look at, he's the mayor of a goddamn city and he's black. Last time I checked, is he black now? Because I know he's going on the Republican side a lot more. Is he black now? I don't know, liberals. Is he a fucking Uncle Tom to you now? I mean, you know, anybody that gets off their liberal plantation is obviously not a fucking black or brown. I mean, I'm not even Hispanic according to some people. I don't know how that works out. I mean, I love when white people tell me I'm not a true Hispanic. It's fucking beautiful. And I think it's a tragedy that somebody lost their life like that. This guy is a dad, a brother, a son. I mean, he's an uncle. I mean, who knows his life story? We don't know the whole truth. I'm sure it'll come out eventually, or they'll silence it like they always do. Celebrating this man's death is not a way to go. We need to reverse course and find out what the fuck's going on with people, what's going on with the insurance agencies, and why are so many people getting denied, and move forward from there. There was another tragedy in Wisconsin with, like, I don't know the number now, but they were saying 3 people had died plus the shooter. It was a shooter at a Christian school, which is kind of suspect in a way because it was a Christian school. So who knows what the motives were. But as we saw before, when a transgender shot up the Christian school, they hid the manifesto and nobody saw it until Stephen Crowder brought it out. And I'm hoping that's not the case this time. I know how they say, well, if we pull out the manifesto into the public, there's going to be copycats. There's already fucking copycats, bro. You need to show people what the mindset of the killer is and why this is happening so we could stop it. And we're never going to stop it by you just suppressing the information to the people, especially the parents. I would love to know why the fuck some psycho did some shit like that. It would, I mean, it's not going to help or bring my child back, but I would want to know, because that ideology, I would be fighting against it for sure. And I would like to know how I could fight against it so it doesn't happen to somebody else. And that shit needs to happen. And I'm not saying that the shooter was anti-Christian or anything, but it was at a Christian school. So if I had to put my money on it, I would say that's the situation. Now, I want to go to this next story where it's Van Jones admitting that Trump's not an idiot. He's smarter than the media, which we all fucking knew. I mean, he plays the media for a fool all the goddamn time. They're like the fucking coyote. They run into every fucking trap and get annihilated every time. And it's beautiful to watch, but I just can't get enough of it. And finally, he's admitting it. Let's go ahead and watch Van Jones kind of eat crow.
Hell, did Donald Trump figure out the mainstream media is the fringe, and the fringe is now the mainstream? How the hell did Donald Trump figure out? I mean, Joe Rogan is obvious, right? Like, we knew the guy had a big audience. It's not like we were, like, stunned. But, like, how the hell was he, the 78-year-old guy who doesn't even have a computer and still, like, writes handwritten notes, how did he become the guy who cracked the code on, to your point, running a...
Look at Van Jones' face. He's like, man, shut the fuck up already. Hey, shut up.
Cultural... I don't even want to say campaign. Running
it was a movement. Look,
heading a cultural movement versus a campaign.
Every one of your people knows Elon. Listen. Yeah, so everybody keeps, I mean, the problem is you have a framework in your mind that, how can Donald Trump? Guys, can we cut it out? Donald Trump is not an idiot. Donald Trump, let me just be very clear. Donald Trump is smarter than me, you, and all critics. You know how I know? Because he has the White House, the Senate, the House.
Totally agree.
Court, the popular vote. He has a massive media ecosystem bigger than the mainstream built around him and for him, and a religious fervor in a political movement around him. And his best buddy is the richest person in the history of the world, and the most relevant Kennedy is with him. This dude is a phenomenon. He is the most powerful human on earth and in our lifetime. And we're still saying, well, how was this guy? We look like idiots to ordinary.
You sure the fuck do.
You're totally right. How the hell did
you sure the fuck do look like idiots? God damn it. Van Jones, I never fucking praise you for anything because you're not really worth praising in most of the time. But I'll give you that, bro. That was a good. I mean, you put that motherfucker in his place and it was good. Now, if only you could be like genuine like that all the fucking time, it would be great, Van Jones. You forgot to say it, Van Jones, that he owns the media. I mean, he owns y'all. He lives in y'all's fucking head, bro, all the time. Y'all are just chasing your tails with this man. And he constantly just annihilates you guys. And George Stephanopoulos, I'm glad he has to fucking pay money. And it's great to see the View always have to do those legal notes. What's a Sunny host and kind of always have to eat crow. I mean, it's fucking beautiful, man. And her face is, she has a stoic ass face, like, you know, she hates her life. And it's nice to see. But Van Jones, thank you for fucking speaking up. Yeah, he does have a movement. That's all of us. And we've been saying that for the longest time, but y'all don't listen. The media, y'all keep lying about the man. And we keep getting more and more information that it's the truth. Look at Stephen A. Smith coming out about with the FBI, the 26 agents that were in the January 6th. He's finally waking up. A lot of people are finally waking up. And it's like, yes, this is what we've been saying. Tucker Carlson was saying how many FBI agents were there. Even when they asked the head FBI guy, director, he was saying like, well, we can't say who was there. We all knew that. I mean, you see agitators because we knew that. We knew there were FBI agitators, man. Why do you think Nancy Pelosi didn't get fucking security? Why do you think the cops were bringing people in? We knew what was going on. Yeah, we're trying to fucking create a fake insurrection. What insurrection doesn't have guns involved? It's just a bunch of people going in there. Now, there were some fucking rowdies, and I'll give you that. And those people deserve to go to jail for the time that they should, not the extended time that the judge gave them. And the people that just walked in that were getting escorted in, I mean, the fucking cops were just escorting people in. Those people should not get more than a trespassing and some fucking community service or something. Let's be real. If Donald Trump did that to the fucking Democrats or Democrat voters, y'all would be, oh my God, it's fucking Hitler. It's Stalin all over again. You would be fucking calling them Mussolini and all kinds of shit, man. You'd be fucking you would be losing your shit and it would be nonstop on a loop. Like, these people are getting let in and they only shot one person and she was unarmed. You would be having a panic attack about that shit. When it's a Democrat doing that to Republican voters, y'all turn the blind eye and y'all just fucking let journalism go out the window, right? Because you don't give a shit. You don't ever fucking speak truth. You're still not speaking truth about the J6ers, man. And so that's why I don't feel sorry for you at all. But it is good to see him actually come out and say the truth. That guy, you could tell he had like that epiphany, right? That fucking, oh yeah, we are fucking idiots. We are fucking dipshits. And yes, you are, man. You are. You're on the wrong side of history. And the people fucking showed you who you are. And it's fucking great to watch. It's great to see them unravel and kind of self-reflect on what the scenario is. And it's not always just Trump, too. It's just the people are tired of fucking dealing with y'all's bullshit in the mainstream media and Hollywood and everything else. And the media industrial complex, the military industrial complex, all that shit. And we needed a populist. And we got one, and I forgot who it was that said Trump's a fake populist. Like, oh my God, dude. It's just, you're just pandering to your leftist audience because you got nothing left. You don't have the executive, you don't have the legislative, and you don't have the fucking judicial. And you're going to break every rule to get those. That's all it is. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you did the last fucking 4 years. Everybody's seen it. It's all bullshit. But yes, good little segment. This dude's usually crying about how Kamala and Biden have said the best speeches in his lifetime when he's fucking bumbling. And speaking of that, we got something new from James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe is the fucking man, bro. If you don't know who James O'Keefe is, learn that fucking name. We're going to go ahead and watch some new reporting from James O'Keefe. This is James O'Keefe with OMG. If you have not subscribed to him, please do. He also has that new movie, Line in the Sand, and it's about the illegal immigration and the kids coming over the border. It's fucking good. It's really, really good movie. Y'all should check that out. I can't remember how much it was, but probably like $10. You could rent it and see it on YouTube. It's a really good movie. It's really fucking sad. People need to watch these things so they can know what's going on. And please recommend that to people. So we're going to go ahead and watch one of James O'Keefe's recent stings. This is Henry Appel, Advisor, Intelligence Programs Directorate. National Security Council for Joe Biden. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say.
Here's something. Joe Biden is like dead. He like can't say his sentence. He's like really like progressed in his old age.
You don't say.
I can't believe it wasn't a bigger scandal there. He'll be dead in a year.
Meet Henry Appel, an advisor for the National Security Council. Henry Appel shared that President Biden had called the NSC White House phone while on a foreign trip looking for NSC advisor Jake Sullivan. Henry told the president that, in fact, Mr. Sullivan was not at the White House, but on the same foreign trip as President Biden.
My boss was on an international trip with him, like in Europe or something. The phone rang in the office, and I was like, "Oh, Mr. President, Henry." He was like, "He's Jake there." He's like, "No, he's traveling with you. He's on the same trip you are."
As you see there, Joe Biden is like dead. Yes, we all fucking knew that. And it is elder abuse at this point, man. I mean, let's not fucking lie to ourselves. This dude was fucking, he can't even put sentences together. And for people to just sit there and be like, he is sharp as hell. Remember when Morning Joe said right before the debate with Donald Trump, he's the sharpest I ever seen him. He knew what he was doing. He was always on top of everything. This dude don't know what the fuck he don't know his left from his right. He's shaking hands with the fucking invisible man. Just, oh, come on, man. I mean, he's just a fucking shell of himself. And I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, he's all fucked up and he's all old, man. Like, and they just put him in there. And Jill was like, fuck that. We're going to keep going until this motherfucker dies, bro. And I had said it too. If he does win this election, I don't think he's going to make it the whole 4 years. So whoever's his vice is going to be his president eventually. This dude, they're probably shooting him up with roids and all kinds of shit just to get him to go out there and talk a little bit. And even at that, he's just babbling, oh, shabba pressure. Blah, blah, blah. He's all over the fucking place. He has nothing. These are some of his hits.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. Let's go lick the world. We cheer for Muslim athletes like Kareem Al-Jabbar and Joan Shengang. I'm going to pronounce right. Shanga Kawawa. Ban on transgender Americans.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate
it's great to have you.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here. We'll have reaction.
I met alone with him, just he and I, and a simultaneous interpreter 68 times, 68 hours, 68 times, more than 68 hours. All right, God save the Queen, man. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
Now you're telling me that's the man that should be president of the free fucking world? I mean, are you serious? And for people to just ignore it all, I love how all this is coming out now. But for people to ignore it that whole time, I mean, you guys, this is what you created. This is what you fucking did. We all saw it. We all lived it. I know you try to hide it and bury it now, but yeah, you put a fucking weekend at Bernie's in the presidency, and it's just, but you know, as long as you could control him and tell him what to do, I mean, that's all that counts, I guess. James O'Keefe always discovers, I mean, I don't know how this man does it. He must have the hottest fucking, like, assistants in the world, because these motherfuckers, where I know a lot of them are gay too, but these motherfuckers, they just spill their guts every time James O'Keefe has somebody in there. Who the fuck tells that much on the first date, by the way? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all guys? James O'Keefe doing the work, man. He's been busting all kinds of people. I want to end with this story from David J. Harris Jr. He has a lot of good guests on there. And he has Hunter's baby's mama. It's pretty interesting to interview. And I just had a comment to say about it, but I wanted y'all to watch it if you didn't see it, so here we go.
Something to Hunter Biden or to Joe and to Jill Biden as the mother of their granddaughter. What would you say to them?
They've missed out. They really have. Our daughter is phenomenal. She's brilliant. She's intelligent. She's witty. She's sassy. She gets up in front of a crowd the other night at 6 years old and sings the national anthem, you know, at a basketball game. She's determined. She will grab the microphone in front of a crowd, and people love her. She's a magnet to people. And you know, they've really missed out on that. They've missed out on such a great opportunity to be blessed with her presence in their life. And that's really all I can say. I'll never understand it, but I can say that they've definitely missed out on a great blessing.
If you don't know the backstory, Joe and Jill denied their granddaughter that Hunter had illegitimately with this woman. Now she's over there saying how they missed out. And yeah, I think they did as well. They never acknowledged her. They started to acknowledge her after a while. I mean, that should tell you right there that these people's character, right? They don't even acknowledge their own granddaughter.
You a piece of shit.
They were just like, fuck it, we're just not gonna even deal with it. That's not ours. Because they felt like she was beneath them because, you know, they have that good blood, the fucking pedophile father and that crackhead son. I don't know how they're better than any fucking buddy, but they're rich, so, you know, that's the way it goes. Now, I just would love, I know this won't reach her, but I would love to even just tell her, you know what? They missed out, yes. Poor girl, you know, she's not going to really have a relationship with her grandparents or her father. But the one thing is, you should count it a blessing. I mean, look at the shit Joe Biden does, taking baths with his daughter that he was doing. Look at what Hunter's doing. He banged his fucking dead brother's wife. He's a pedophile. They have pictures and videos of him with little fucking children. So take this as a blessing. Don't feel bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's going to do a lot better without her father. Look at how his family has come out. So I would take this, and I would love to tell you, take this as a blessing, wonderful life. I think she's going to be a lot better without that fucking crackhead pedophile as a father. And yeah, man, he just seems like a douchebag, and she deserves better than that. And hopefully you find somebody. You look like a beautiful woman there. So I'm sure you could find somebody better than that piece of shit. And just keep your head up. Tell your daughter keep her head up and go forward. Probably being raised by Hunter and Joe probably wouldn't have done her any good. And being raised by somebody, I don't know who you are, but you seem like a down-to-earth kind of a humble person. So being raised by somebody like you and whatever family you got helping you out, I'm sure she's doing a lot better. So fuck the Bidens. That's all I wanted to say about that. It's fucked up that they would deny their own blood. That shows you what kind of people they are and what kind of character they have. But good luck in your life, and I think you're better off. Other than that, y'all have a great rest of the week. I know it's only Monday, but fuck. Hopefully this week goes by quick and we get right back to the weekend. Christmas is coming up, so one more time, we're extending it until we get 500 subscribers. So we're at 416. Once we get 500 subscribers, we will be having like a little lottery thing where we'll be giving $200. We are hoping that we get up to 500 before Christmas. We would love to get the money during this time of year because I know a lot of people are spending a lot. So it would be great to do it before Christmas, but if we don't get there, that's fine. Like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends. Get some subscribers for us. We'll continue to make videos, make you laugh, and talk shit, and have some fucking beer with us. Cheers, motherfuckers. Yeah, have a good rest of the week. I'll see y'all soon.